Hello and welcome to part 13 of my F1 2016 career mode, and we're just checking the settings there, checking if everything was on what it's meant to be. We're going to go with the harder allocation, and as you can see there, Force India have made significant strides forward, 4 upgrades, but anyway, there's the track acclimatization. Is in the wet weather, so no DRS. Time management, pretty much perfect, apart from the green laps, obviously. And the qualifying pace, we pretty much exceeded the team's objectives there as well. And the team objective itself, we got all resource points, so maxing out resource points in this practice session here.
Interesting practice session there.
As you can see, we topped the practice 3 time standings, and as you can see there's just a check to see if it was on Ultimate AI, which it is still. But I'm going to make an upgrade to the car. The chassis weight is going to be upgraded again. That's going to be our 11th upgrade, I think, in this career mode. We're going to go out on a set of super soft tyres because I believe that is by far the quickest tyre to use in qualifying, and I want track position rather than trying to overtake everybody here. That may sound funny because how long the straights are and how many overtaking opportunities there are, but I want track position so I can pull away, potentially, obviously, because you don't know if I'm going to, but end of sector 1, we're about 1.2 seconds up on the pole time, but Carlos Sainz smashes in a quick lap for a Toro Rosso. But the end of the second sector, we're 0.2 up, so this is a very good lap from us. As you can see there, it's flashed, the fuel light's flashing, so we're low on fuel. We could potentially run out of fuel, which could be disastrous, but at the same time, it doesn't look like we're going to run out of fuel, so we're safe for this lap, for a one or only lap. But I crossed the line and we've got provisional pole on a 46.8. And we fast forwarded to the end of the session, and it actually got us pole position for the Belgian Grand Prix.
But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top 3, who are a Haas, Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton. The grid is set then, so that just... In the 48 races held at Spa between 1950 and 2015, the race winner has only started from pole position on 16 occasions. Qualifying yesterday may have set the order for today, but expect the unexpected here at the Belgian Grand Prix. As the saying goes, of course, anything can happen. And you know what? It usually does. So here we are once again, ready to go racing through the Ardennes Forest. 4.35 miles of long straights, fast corners and massive elevation changes. It makes this not only one of the most exciting circuits on the calendar, but one that makes for some consistently high-quality racing as well. Simply put it, there really is no place quite like Spa. Anthony Davidson is alongside me in the commentary box to take you through all the action today. Now, it's a closely matched field here in Spa, Ant, so where do you think we're going to see somebody make a difference?
If they're as close as we're expecting them to be, especially through the midfield, then being able to keep the front tyres in good condition could make...
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. It's Haas in pole position then, with Nico Rosberg alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Vettel, Kimi Raikkonen and Bottas, Massa, Grosjean, Perez and Dan...
The strategy is a 2-stop for this race, super soft, 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 which is a very aggressive. But I'm going to go super soft, medium, medium. If I'm going to change that halfway through the race. But we're going to underfuel the car, but no, we're not going to. I thought maybe putting an extra bit of fuel in might help. But 5 lights, and away we go for the Belgian Grand Prix. Very nice start. Pulled away from everybody massively there. And we're leading by a few tenths into turn 1. Here's just a replay on board. Not on board in the cinematic, but we're going to come through Eau Rouge now. Iconic corner. We get a heap of understeer there. And we've got a warning for corner cutting, so that's the clean lap percentage on our resource points already down the drain slightly, but nevertheless, we're still a few tenths ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Didn't lose too much time by running off the track there. And at the end of lap 1, the gap's still a few tenths of a second, so it looks like it's going to be a good race, this one. Very close, but Lewis Hamilton's going to... No, he's not going to overtake us round the outside. Because the AI on Ultimate are very smart, and they know that overtaking round the they very aggressive, but they know their move. They're very smart. End of lap 2. Hamilton's gone purple now. Quick lap from him. Engineer wants us to change strategy, but we say no. Remember, DRS is active now, so he may overtake us. We've chopped the corner top of Eau Rouge there, ever so slightly, but well, no, it was a pretty big corner cut, but didn't really mean it. But Lewis is going to go round the outside. Ambitious and bold move if he made it stick, but no, he's going to stick behind us for now. Just a quick replay of that move there. Pretty nice at racing there, but end of lap 3 now, coming to the end of. We've got multiple AI up our gearboxes now, and just a replay, because I thought this camera angle might look amazing through here, but that is stunning. But anyway, the Mercedes tried an attack on us again, but it didn't stick. Now to the end of lap 4 now. He's going to go up our inside as Lewis Hamilton. This should be a good move if he makes this stick, because sometimes you understeer wide, but when you're trying to let cars have space as well. But he doesn't. And we're just going to get that on the replay, because I thought Lewis's move was very bold, and well, he made it stick very nicely, so fair play to Lewis Hamilton there. But we're going to dive back up the inside, hit the curb, and we're going to come into the pits. Rosberg stays out. Lewis Hamilton is coming into the pits, so our pit box is further down in the pit lane, so I have a bad suspicion he's going to jump us in the pits here. And Raikkonen as well, so maybe we'll get jumped by both of these cars if Haas don't give us a good stop. Like I suspected, the 2 cars have jumped us, so that's great. That could be crucial though for us. I keep saying that, but they've jumped us and they've gained a couple of they pulled away by a couple of seconds because of this. But nevertheless, we're going to try and charge our way back towards them, and well, it seems like we've gained so much time going through that corner. Vettel squeezes the door was always closing there. But we're going to go up the inside of Sebastian Vettel. It's a very aggressive move, but we get Raikkonen as well. So that's a double overtake on the Ferraris there. And Maurizio Arrivabene won't be happy with that. But we're going to go up the inside of Rio Haryanto now. And we're going to try and see if he holds them up like Verline did in Hungary. And indeed, he did hold them up. So if we just get this on the replay and come through the right-hander. Just look at that massive train there. But it popped up on my screen, that yellow flags, and yeah, you can sort of see why, because the man has spun off the Ferrari side pod, and that is a horrendous accident if he ends up with damage. It turns out he saved it very nicely there. But we're in P11 at the minute, and well, it's going very nicely for us. And ahead of us, this is a 4-car train, and Naz is doing excellently for Sauber there in 4th place, but he's stayed out on a dead set of super softs, and we're going to brake very late, gain so much time on the Mercedes boys there. We're going to try and get the switchback, get amazing drive off of the bus stop chicane, but we're going to tuck into the slipstream of Nico Rosberg here, and we're going to go up the inside, brake where we normally would. We do our normal tactic of turning as late as we can, and that has worked out an absolute treat for us there, because Nico Rosberg has lost a heap of time there. Well, actually, our move is actually pretty fair, because we turn in when you're meant to turn in, and the AI are turning in when you're not meant to be turning in. So they're turning in when you're meant to be braking, but fantastic drive off of that Eau Rouge there, or Radillon, whatever it is. But Palmer's up next. We've gone purple on the medium tyres, the hardest set of tyres bought to this weekend out of the 3 compounds. But we're going to charge up his inside, very aggressive, bold, but we've made it stick, and well, that's just nice. And oh my days, well, we got so close to Lewis Hamilton there. If we just show you on the replay how close we got to him, just, that was sensational racing between the pair of us. But just look at how close we got there, millimetres apart there, millimetre perfect, at 192 miles an hour at the top of Eau Rouge. It's about as difficult and clean as it gets, without it ending up in a horrendous accident that could potentially, that would end both of our races and cause a lot of controversy. But got the 2 McLarens up next now. We're going to try and go around the outside of Alonso, but we make that stick. We're going to hold the inside line. He's got the inside line for this corner. We're going to hang it round the outside. We've made it stick. Very nice move by us there. And I'm not trying to sound cocky or anything, but a lot of our moves in this race are turning out to be very nice. And just a quick replay of that move there. Simply stuck it around the outside. Quite bold, but just simply sensational, that camera shot there. But Ricardo goes into the pits there. He might be doing the 1-stop, you know, but we've got the Mercedes over our gearbox yet again. But I'm struggling to catch my breath in this Grand Prix. There's so much happening. I told you it was better than the German Grand Prix, didn't I? Accidental spoiler alert. But we've got the McLaren of Button up next now, so he's doing very well for McLaren there. But just look at the straight line speed we've got up against that McLaren. It's not even a race. Our teammates retired from the Grand Prix. And wow. Oh, Button spun as well. This is just simply crazy. Just look at how much straight line speed we've got up against that McLaren Honda. But we've just simply got more grunt than that Honda engine. 227 up against 223. We are going 24 miles per hour quicker than that McLaren on the straight there. That is amazing. But we could have left a bit more space there, if I'm honest. But he had the room on the curb to use though, but we definitely could have left a bit more room than what we did. And I'm trying to look what happened to my teammate Roman Grosjean. Oh, wait. Oh, right, okay. He's spun at the top of Eau Rouge, lost his front left tyre. The wheel tether doesn't make the wheel fly everywhere anymore on the F1 games. But just a quick look at the battles behind us between the Ferraris and the Mercedes. It's quite sensational how clean and tidy the AI are on Ultimate. But yeah, we're going to come into the pits again, and then we're going to go onto a new set of medium tyres. I can explain my decision behind that, because basically we wanted to have the tyres to battle the AI at the end if we need the tyres. So that's why we're going to go onto them. I just have to cross my fingers and hope that I don't get the tyre regulations rule pop up again, because that was horse in Britain. But Renault got lapped there, and the Toro Rosso simply destroyed that front right wheel there. But the Ferrari's going to try and go around our outside. We understeer slightly, but we don't make contact, which is vital. And wow, this Grand Prix is the best Grand Prix so far this season. I can't even just catch my breath. Like I've said that before, but Vettel went round our outside. I'm going to hang it round the outside of Eau Rouge. We make contact there. That could have ended horrendously there, just like what Lewis Hamilton did, but it was closer than that and further up the hill. But we could have left much more room, but you get so much understeer around Eau Rouge when you go off the racing line. But we've got DRS. We're going to fly past this Ferrari again. The Vettel's getting swamped into this corner. Hamilton attempts it up the inside, but now he's getting overtaken up the inside by the Ferraris. There's just so much happening in this Grand Prix, I can't keep up with it. I've got a sore throat from this now, but this race is just crazy bonkers. But now we've got the AI trying to overtake us again, but they're having a battle of their own currently. But AI have closed up to us immensely during that corner, but we've got to try and extend the gap again. My voice is going now. And got a very nice exit. Oh, that was a pretty sluggish exit off of the first corner there. But the Ferrari's all over us now. And we're going to go up Eau Rouge now. One of the best corners in F1. I said that before because I said iconic. But Vettel's going to go to the outside. He's activating DRS. But he decides to tuck back in behind us now. It could have ended disastrously if he attempted that move. I mean, seriously. Probably would have ended up like Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton at Spa 2014. And we all know what happened there. The infamous accident between the two Mercedes drivers. But the Ferrari goes up our inside. I feel like we're going to get horrendous understeer through here, like we do. And cut back onto the track. We dive up the inside of the Ferrari there, just like we did to Lewis Hamilton on lap 4. But we've got the Manor up ahead of us yet again. But the Ferrari is coming to the outside now. And we're going to turn in as late as we can, brake as late as we can. The Ferrari's lost a huge amount of positions there. And if we just get that on the replay, first of all, Haryanto is having a terrible race. We just simply make contact there going through turn 1. It's clean and fair racing, but it's just a bit of a racing incident, really. Now I can't see who that's behind us now. I think it's the Mercedes of Hamilton. Horrendous understeer. Hamilton flies past us. We're going to get in the slipstream. The Ferrari of Raikkonen pulls to the outside. He has to brake on a straight line just like he did with Max Verstappen, but this time it wasn't as dangerous. We're going to try and hang it round the outside of Raikkonen. Oh, he spun, and that's disastrous for his race. And briefly there you saw he was out of this Grand Prix. He must have been crashed into by the Mercedes there. That's gone pear-shaped for him. But no, right. That's the third time we could have left more room. Safety car got deployed because of it. But interesting decision from the stewards there. Or Charlie Whiting, whoever it is. But at the end of the safety car period, we're trying to give Lewis Hamilton the hurry up here. I don't know who's leading this Grand Prix. It could be anyone. It could be Pascal Wehrlein. Oh my. Carlos Sainz. Wow. There's a Toro Rosso winning this Grand Prix. And, well, that was interesting to say the least. But, yeah. Hamilton pulling away somehow. We've only had 2 corners and he's pulled away by about a second. If we don't get him here, I feel like we're gonna have to do a do or die move on the next lap if we're close to him. But gone purple on a very, very old set of medium tyres. But that was all she wrote for that race. Carlos Sainz has won this Grand Prix.
Not good enough.
And that is just crazy.
Let's push harder next time, okay?
Engineer said we've had a terrible race compared to Roman Grosjean. Come on. He crashed.
Anthony, what do you think made the difference?
Carlos Sainz deserves every bit of credit he gets for that race win.
And look at this, they're coming out
Oh,
now.
that is just
Toro
a simply
Rosso have
messed up
developed something of a
podium.
reputation
Toro
for
Rosso,
providing
Red Bull,
exciting talent.
and Hulkenberg in the Force India.
Incredible victory.
2 of the sister teams are on the podium. I can't believe how crazy that podium is. It's not as crazy as Manor,
Now let's take a look at the
Sauber and
driver's
someone
stand.
else, but
It's a
like
good
McLaren or
result for Lewis
something.
Hamilton,
But
who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
I'm
that
gonna say
race
Carlos
was,
Sainz.
if I had to give that a rating, it'd probably be 9.5, 9 out of 10.
And here's
9
how
out of
things
10,
are
yeah,
shaping
that
up
sounds
in the
about right.
Constructors' Championship.
But
Mercedes
Drivers'
have extended
Championship,
their
we
lead at the
remain
top of the standings.
4th.
It was great having you with us for this weekend.
I thought we
I hope you
potentially
enjoyed
would
it
have
as much
dropped
as
down
we did.
because that wasn't
Until next time,
exactly the
folks,
greatest
goodbye.
race, but from us. Constructors, everyone remains where they are. Resource points there. Resource points again for being the first driver. Driver position drops. Goes back up. And goes up even further. So, all stays at the maximum. Career score there. But, okay, so, like if you want to see more, it really helps me out. And I really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to join me on this journey to bring Haas to the front. And goodbye. No, let me do that again. Goodbye.